Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&D.
KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson Navigation, proud sponsor of FestPac 2016. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. Pacific Solar, and King's Restaurant.
Coming right up, a former Guam resident is back on island and alleges he was raped by the Archbishop.
Amid these sex abuse allegations, the Vatican steps in.
And also tonight, 2 people have been sentenced in federal court for their role in a government corruption case. Hafa adai, everybody, and good evening. He is the 3rd person to come forward in as many weeks accusing the head of the island's Catholic Church of sex abuse.
In tears, Walter G. Denton appeared before media sharing his story of how he was allegedly raped when he was an altar server at Mount Carmel Church in Agate decades ago. We should warn you that this report contains graphic material.
Crystal Paco has tonight's top story.
I was raped by Anthony Sablon Naperon, who at that time was a priest in Agate.
Like other alleged victims, Walter G. Denton was an altar boy at Mount Carmel Church in Agate. Surrounded by dozens of family and friends, he addressed media on a secret he's been keeping for decades.
Please forgive me for what I'm about to say. It hurts so much. It hurts so much just thinking about it. It's like it just happened yesterday.
It was in April 1977 when Father Apron allegedly asked Denton to sleep over at the rectory.
I told Father Anthony I had to ask my dad. And my dad told me I could.
That night, there were no other boys staying over, just Denton and Apron. Denton wanted to sleep on the couch. Apron insisted they sleep together on the bed. Denton recalls waking up pinned down on his stomach, legs spread apart, and Apron on top of him from behind.
It seemed like forever that Father Anthony stayed on top of me. I was crying out to him, asking him to please stop. I kept saying that it hurt so much to please stop. I could hear him moaning and him thrusting himself in me. He finally stopped and he laid down on me like he was resting. I kept asking why. He said if I said anything to anyone, no one would believe me.
The alleged incident was life-changing and spoiled Denton's dream of becoming a priest. Instead, he joined the U.S. Army and would later come face-to-face with his alleged perpetrator while in Washington state. The confrontation left both men in tears.
I told him that he ruined my life and my dreams. I said to him that he raped me. It took something away from me. I told him that I would never forgive him for what he did to me. I broke down and cried, and he started to cry as well. But that didn't matter to me. I was so angry.
That was the last time the two saw one another. Fast forward to today, Denton is 52 years old and now resides in Arizona with his wife, Shirley, who shares his pain.
Archbishop Anthony Sablon Apron needs to be removed. He cannot come in contact with any more innocent young men. It's a shame. It's a travesty. He robbed the innocence from my husband, and nothing can bring that back.
The Dentons aren't alone. The family of Roy Quintanilla rallied behind them. Charlene Santos-Bamba speaks on behalf of Quintanilla and family.
Walter and Roy have suffered way too much, and to be dismissive of their pain is disgraceful. To reiterate, this is not an assault on the church or the faith, a defense the Archdiocese continues to exploit. This is about sexual abuse.
I deny all.
The Archbishop has vehemently denied any allegations of sex abuse and has claimed he is the victim of a malicious smear campaign to remove him because of his efforts to clean up the church. Denton is represented by attorney David Lujan, who welcomes any legal action from Apron or the Archdiocese of Agana.
We welcome them, and frankly, we can't wait for the day they show up, because they'll find that Walter and Roy and others will be ready, waiting for them.
A written version of Denton's testimony on Tuesday was served to the Pastoral Center office located at the Agana Cathedral. Attorney Lujan, meanwhile, says he is aware of 3 more victims. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
We also need to note that 2 years ago, former Guam resident John Toves also accused Apron of sexual harassment. Because the victim never came forward, however, the Archdiocese never investigated that matter.
Well, we broke the story last night. Archbishop Apron continuing to deny the accusations. In a message from Rome, Apron says while he remains the head of the Archdiocese of Agana, it was he who requested the Pope appoint a temporary replacement.
Nestor Lecanto has more in our next reports.
The appointment of an apostolic administrator, sede plena, means that while the administrator will discharge the archdiocesan pastoral duties, I remain your bishop.
The Vatican announced Monday that Archbishop Savio Taifei Hon will serve as temporary apostolic administrator of the Guam Archdiocese. Apron says this allows an independent investigation of the sexual abuse accusations against him to proceed.
I reaffirm my innocence and I am a victim of these horrible calumnies, and I welcome the assistance provided by the Holy Father in sending us Archbishop Hon. I urge you, my dear people, to pray for me, your shepherd, and for our church.
Meanwhile, the Archdiocese also struck back at its main critics. It issued a decree against concerned Catholics of Guam, declaring it a prohibited group that church members should renounce and avoid. It accused them of actively promoting opposition to the Archdiocese and soliciting and manifesting fraudulent and malicious allegations. The decree is set to take effect on June 14th. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
And you can review the Archbishop's statement in video in its entirety on KUAM.com, the KUAM News mobile app, and on our Facebook page.
An expert in canon law says there is no specific timetable to complete the investigation of Archbishop Apron. But in light of Pope Francis's recent decree against sexual abuse, the results could come sooner than expected. Father Wilmer Rosario is a judge in the tribunal for the Archdiocese of Manila and a graduate of the Angelicum, a pontifical university in Rome.
Since the issue of sexual abuses of clergy, especially against minors, have a special or of extraordinary gravity, as considered in the church laws, that maybe they would it would be swifter, it would be quicker to decide on. But of course, as always, due process is considered.
Father Rosario says the appointment of a temporary replacement for the Archbishop does not necessarily mean he will be replaced. But should there be a removal, nominations for a successor are usually received from the local bishop or clergy and sent to the Papal Nuncio, the permanent diplomatic representative of the Pope to a state. Both Archbishop Apron and his predecessor, the late Archbishop Felix Berto Flores, are from Guam, but Father Rosario says there is no local mandate.
So all the candidates can come from whoever a clergy is most fit for the position. The papal nuncio conducts an investigation when there are nominations of a candidate. They do investigations, and that is supposedly secret, sub secreto, and they investigate the character, the past ministry, and then the papal nuncio or the papal legate submits the nomination to the Holy See, to the Vatican.
And ultimately, the decision will be made by the Holy Father, Pope Francis.
Now, further to this story, the Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests organization has been following what's been happening on Guam for several years now. And today they say they are encouraged by Archbishop Han's appointment. SNAP Regional Director Joelle Castiux says this is just the first step, adding that she urges Archbishop Han to conduct a complete and independent investigation and to act swiftly and appropriately. She additionally asks the Guam legislature to revisit legislation allowing victims of sexual abuse to use the civil courts to expose their abuser and the organizations that cover up and facilitate abuse.
Stay tuned. We're back with more news after this.
Stay connected to the world at home from everywhere you are. Get the KUAM News app for the latest in local news, videos, sports, streaming, Isla 63 AM, weather, and more. Available for free now at the iTunes App Store or Google Play.
When we face an uncertain path, when we struggle with life's challenges, and when the unexpected happens, it's a beautiful day. We rely on the people we trust, it's a beautiful, who we can always count on, and the ones who give us the most care throughout the years. Rely on Calvo's Select Care to give you the comfort and security you need. It's a beautiful day wherever you are. Calvo's Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you.
Hafaday Guam, I'm Tsunami McKenna. I'm Janessa Quick of the disaster team. Let's talk about earthquakes and tsunamis. So what is a tsunami? It's a series of traveling waves. Tsunamis are caused mostly by earthquakes and can happen within minutes and without warning. Tsunamis can be small or as tall as a coconut tree. Earthquakes and tsunamis can be quite scary, but the better prepared you are, the safer you'll be. In case of an earthquake, drop, cover, and hold on. After the shaking stops, quickly get to higher ground because a tsunami may be coming. Remember, the beach is a danger zone during tsunamis. Get away from the beach, go inland, or get to higher ground. Especially, keep in mind to follow the tsunami evacuation route signs to a safe assembly area nearest you. Thanks, McKenna. Thanks, Janessa. The next step to being prepared is to meet with your family and make a family disaster plan. For more information, visit ghs.guam.gov.
Hot summer cool deals only at Triple J Auto Group. Receive a free $500 Kmart gift certificate with every purchase just in time for summer spending. Get unbelievable deals on remaining 2015 and all new shipments of 2016 models. Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Lobos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $98 per paycheck and used cars as low as $85 per paycheck. Get pre-approved instantly at carsguam.com. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
Follow KUAM News on Twitter or become a fan on Facebook to get all your daily headlines from Guam's News Network.
Welcome back, my friends. Residents of Pago Bay and Southern Guam are taking the GLUC to court over a controversial decision to build a high-rise development right in their backyard.
Ken Quintanilla has more.
For more than 6 years, Adrian Gogui has called Pago Bay his home.
When I look out at Pago Bay right now, it's serene. It's very relaxing. My wife and I go out there and enjoy a cup of coffee early in the morning.
However, his picturesque Pago Bay could all come crashing down with the development of a new high-rise development.
When those monstrosities go up, it's going to impact our quality of life.
Back in April, the Guam Land Use Commission took action on the request by Guam Wanfeng Construction to move forward with the Pago Bay Marina Resort. It's a decision Gogui says will obstruct more than just his view.
From the infrastructure, we can probably anticipate, impacts to the potable water, the drinking water supply, the road network, With any development, there's going to be increased traffic. There's also going to be impacts to the power down there. All those feed into an individual's quality of life.
But this project isn't just impacting residents nearby, but those who call the South their home. Lacia Casil is originally from Agate and says this project will be the steamroller through the rest of the South.
There were so many people that came out. We had a change.org petition circulated, letters written, and they just seemed to dismiss all of that.
Casil is the chairwoman of Save Southern Guam, a grassroots organization that filed a petition for judicial review and injunctive relief against the GLUC, land management, and Guam Wanfeng construction. The petition is filed together with 8 longtime residents of Pagu Bay, including Gogui.
And one of our main goals is we're not anti-development. We believe that there's going to be development on Guam, but it has to be responsible development. And this particular project, it wasn't a responsible project.
The suit follows another petition filed by Ora Chalampago Mayor Jesse Gogui last week. The 2 lawsuits come just as a public hearing is finally set on legislation that would require the approval of municipal planning councils for projects under review by the GLUC. For Adrian Gogui, he says this bill will give residents a seat at the table.
31833, it's going to give the people a voice to be heard via the municipal planning council.
The bill was introduced by Senators Frank Uggan Jr. and Tommy Morrison and would give MPCs the veto power on applications for land projects normally reviewed by the GLUC. The public hearing is set for Thursday, June 9th at 5 p.m. at the Guam Legislature. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.
2 of 10 individuals convicted in a corruption conspiracy are sentenced in federal court. Becky Cruz will spend 6 months behind bars, while co-defendant Jesus Paulino Jr. will only serve 1 year of probation. The case involves over a handful of public officials, including customs officers and DRT, alcohol beverage control compliance officers, who took over $37,000 in bribes and kickbacks from private business persons. More defendants will be sentenced later this week.
Well, the Festival of Pacific Arts was certainly a once-in-a-lifetime event, but work for the festival isn't over yet, and agencies like Public Works continue to tie up loose ends throughout this week. Isabaza has more.
Government officials continue to work around the clock to wrap up the 2016 Festival of Pacific Arts.
I'm real proud of our guys. I think we did a very good job.
Department of Public Works Director Glenn Leon Guerrero said throughout the 2-week festival, DPW successfully transported thousands of festival participants.
The majority of FestPac, 60% of the delegates are here to do their cultural dances. And so we went to the schools, basically gave them 50 buses. And then in addition to that, we had 20 buses that we used to pick up people, the local residents, especially for the Aganian village.
But even with the festival over, DPW's work isn't done yet.
DOE requires some of their schools, a couple of their schools, so we've been consolidating some of the delegates from the various schools to Antolon and to Tizan. So we've got, I think, after today, we'll probably have maybe two or three more countries left, and then we'll take them to the airport.
But the work all comes at a cost. According to Leon Guerrero, DPW's role is estimated to cost $600,000 alone.
We haven't budgeted for this. And as a matter of fact, our budget basically have been bare bones.
Governor Calvo signed Public Law 33-150 in May to address FestPac funding shortages for DPW and other agencies.
We are to use our current funds that we have, and at the end of this fiscal year, the Tourist Attraction Fund, if it has any extra, and they're anticipating there'd be an extra lapse funds, and from those funds will be reimbursed.
More than $1.3 million was authorized from the fund to reimburse DPW, along with the Guam Police Department and Guam Fire Department. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isabaza.
Superintendent John Fernandez began his annual summer campus tours this week and visited Vicente Benavente Middle School this morning. The aged facility faces problems with drainage, fencing, mold, damaged louvers, and more.
Benavente Middle School, like many of our middle schools, actually need a lot of work. More than just getting ready for school to open. They actually are probably the ones that are going to need the most renovation. So when I walk through Benavente Middle School, it takes a while to get through every aspect. And really, this is for the principal to be able to say, here are the major needs.
Fernandez hopes to tour all secondary schools by the end of this week. He will then meet with DOE's maintenance team to ensure resources are allocated to address all major issues before schools reopen this fall.
Well, on the heels of a pair of disaster declarations last year, the Guam Offices of Homeland Security and Civil Defense, in partnership with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, hosted a workshop to help Guam benefit from federal dollars in the wake of natural disasters. FEMA's Emergency Management Program Specialist, Alan Davis, explains.
It's our belief in Region 9 that if we can adequately arm our sub-grantees and the grantees that we work with, arm those folks with the information they need to fully take advantage of our programs, we can maximize the amount of money we're able to put on the ground and ultimately make our communities, help our communities recover more quickly and also make them more resilient to disaster in the future.
The two-day workshop focused on preliminary damage assessments, public assistance, eligibility, hazard mitigation, as well as recent changes to the public assistance delivery model.
Stay tuned, sports is coming up.
Take a look around you, everything it has to be, from the people all around to the walls of concrete. There's a rhythm, there's a flow, there's a stop, there's a go. If you never paid attention, then maybe you didn't know. Everything is moving to a relative time, you can always count it out. There's a reason and a rhyme, you will make me feel alive, like the music so sweet. So cut up your seat, just feel the beat. Just feel the beat, yeah. Just feel the beat. Hey.
Did you know that when you purchase products that are made in Guam, you support our local businesses and entrepreneurs?
You allow creative individuals to pursue their dreams. You encourage people to imagine, and you inspire others.
Like me. And me. People like me. And me.
And me.
So the next time you're in the market for something, look for products made in Guam. Let's support our local visionaries and allow them to inspire us and generations to come.
Cars Plus has been around since 1999, and when FestPac was first brought up 4 years ago to Joyce, we knew we wanted to be a part of it. This truly was going to be something special for our island.
Hunggan, dinansi si Joey. Mansen maguf hami gwinigi Cars Plus. Sa hita ni tataltano man magufam. Malas at tafat nui estisia oche manyak duta ginin ocho na lugar. Malas at tafandanya sa man pareho hit todo inengeta. Ilingwahi todo ni sinya infat na guisia jasia mafat na guihita lo man magufam ni patasok gu esti napata azuda ifespa kwinigi Guam.
It's such an honor being a part of FestPac and knowing that Guam has made a powerful mark in our visitors' minds. This really is a special time for all of us. Viva FestPac!
Guam is truly a majestic place with its sheer natural beauty, wealth of beaches, and culturally rich landscape. Unfortunately, Guam has a real problem with unwanted invasive species. Help us in preventing their introduction and spread. The coconut rhinoceros beetle, the little fire ant, the African snail, Siam weed. These are just a few of the numerous invasives on Guam. Follow proper custom procedures when bringing plants and animals into Guam.
Help protect Guam. Tell your family and friends about invasive species.
To report invasive species, call 475-PEST.
Welcome to
No envelopes?
No deposit slips.
Welcome to
Wow.
That's it.
That's really easy.
Welcome to the new Bank of Hawaii Easy Deposit ATMs for personal and business accounts. Just insert your checks or cash. No deposit slips or envelopes. Confirm your deposit and get a receipt with your checks printed right on it. Welcome to the next generation of
Wow.
Cool.
Easy.
Welcome to tomorrow. Bank of Hawaii.
Most fast food places use formulas to create their combos, but all that math doesn't always equal something tasty. At my place, you can get a mouth-watering sourdough bacon ranch combo. a full-size beef patty, bacon, and creamy ranch sauce on toasted sourdough bread, plus hot and salty fries and a drink for just $4.99. Because flavor always beats formulas. Sourdough bacon ranch combo, just $4.99 for a limited time. Combo's done my way.
I thought you said they got a Buick. I thought they did.
Is that a Buick?
So where are you? Using the built-in Wi-Fi in Tina's new Buick.
My grandpa used to drive a Buick.
It doesn't look like a Buick.
No kidding. Okay, who wants smoothies?
That's not your grandpa.
Now get this 2016 Buick Encore starting at $24,995. Visit AutoSpot Buick today for great offers. We are your Buick dealer of Guam.
Hey, Guam, Chris Barnett with Sports. Thanks for watching. Let's get right to it. Kicking it off with some basket. Triple J Motors and Fiesta meeting up in the GHRA Basketball League last night. The OG Cabo Fieldhouse. Fiesta forcing the turnover, taking it the other way. Chauncey Legdesai with the dish to Eddie Lorenzo for the tough shot at the rim for the score, drawing contact for the foul. Rickson David picking up 2 of his 12 points here. Triple J trying to work the ball inside. Ball gets tipped and stolen by Eddie Lorenzo, who takes it the other way and passes it to Dicknet Ian for the finish off the glass. I'm not going to make fun of the guy's name being Dicknet at all. Good ball movement by Triple J to get the ball to Lloyd Macapaco, who sets up and knocks down the three-pointer from the corner. Fiesta off on the shot attempt. Chauncey Legdesai with the save and the pass to number 4, Ian. And goes straight up for the bucket. He finished with 14 points. Macapaco with the feed inside to Mark Temerowski. Temerowski, Team Easy, kicks it out to Austin Crisostomo. Crisostomo drives and gives it back to Team Easy for the finish. More from the big man Temerowski, running, getting the right-handed layup to go. Mark, a game-high 16 points. Fiesta going on to take the game 50-47, led by James Calma, who put up 14 points. Defensively, Fiesta hustled on D with rebounds. They took the other way for easy scores. Number 5, Legdesai, with the last score here for Fiesta. The Guam Youth Basketball Association Drug-Free League tips off this Saturday with players taken to the court in 7 different divisions. All games this season will be played at the Guam Sports Complex, Rastumbo, and Jigo Gym. 11 clubs hit the courts with well over 1,000 youth ballers showcasing their skills in the U8, U10, U12, U14, 15, 16, and 18 divisions. Players from each team will recite, "I pledge to be drug, alcohol, tobacco, and violence-free. Exhibit good sportsmanship and fair play. Respect my opponents and all officials before each game." Props, kids. Quality Distributors FC outscored opponents 17-4 in 2 matches to claim the top of the 2016 Landshark Beach Soccer League standings after opening week games at the GFA National Training Center Beach Soccer Court. Quality defeated defending champions Crushers FC 8-1. Quality 9-3 over Doosan FC. Strikers 7-6 over Doosan FC. Strikers 5-3 over the Crushers. Beach soccer action continues Sunday with the first match kicking off 2 p.m. at GFA in Harmon. In an effort to further strengthen Guam's football development and cultural education through football, GFA President Richard Lai recently met with Hayato Shimizu, mayor of Saitama City, Japan, to negotiate an athletic and cultural exchange program. Lai says the overall vision of the exchange program is to provide opportunities for football development while providing educational and cultural opportunities as well. Youth from both Guam and Saitama City benefit from the program, and we hope that those who participate will develop lifelong friendships based on their common passion for the sport of football. Saitama City is home to 2 professional football teams that compete in the Meiji Yasuda J1 League and professional women's football teams in the Nadeshiko League. All right, that's it. Pants it. Hey, do me a favor. Go light a candle. My name is Chris Barnett. Thanks for watching. Adios.
The spring cleaning event is on at Nissan, and you can get into an all-new 2016 Nissan Altima with no money down. During the spring cleaning event, you'll find other great no-money down deals on the Nissan Murano, Maxima, and Frontier Crew Cab. Drive away in the award-winning in style in 2016 Nissan Altima with no money down during the spring cleaning event at Nissan Upper Tumon. Find out more at nissanguam.com.
Sometimes I don't want to be here.
when it can all feel so overwhelming.
And I can't be the best of me. All I want to do is run away. Or do something.
Or give up.
But I have a choice. To reach out.
To believe in myself.
To clear my head and do what's best for my mental health.
And my mental health.
And my mental health.
When you reserve a party at Chuck E. Cheese's, it's guaranteed to be a blast. Blast off! And now birthdays are more of a blast than ever. Because for a limited time, tickets in the Ticket Blaster are worth double. Kid can be a kid.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Let me get a McPick too.
Everybody loves finding new ways to choose a McPick 2 deal. Hurry in and choose 2 mouth-watering Mickey D's classics. 100% pure beef Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets made with white meat, or filet of fish made with sustainably sourced fish for just $5. So no matter how you McPick 2, it's always a deal you'll want to share. McPick 2 for $5. Enjoy the choice.
Road again, moving on forward. 6 stones won't break a bone. We're in the car on a highway. It's a magical feeling that no one's got home. This is your home. It's alive. It's pumping blood. In a whole wide world, it's Switzerland. It's Switzerland.
All right, we have some birthday shout-outs to get to, so let's get right into it. Here we are from KUAM and the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Happy birthday to Ethan Limtiaco, also known as Boom. Your Limty family says they love you very much. Boom. Awesome.
Happy birthday going out to Francis Espiritu from the fam.
Mercy Onadera, happy birthday to you, ma'am. Love your familia.
Happy birthday to Lisa Jones from the family.
Mara Cruz has a birthday today. Happy 42nd birthday. This is one of the few that's brave enough to say their age. No problem. I'm 42 as well. From your husband, children, and grandchildren. Yay, if you're born in 1974.
And happy birthday to our very own and one of Guam's best DJs ever, Andy Wheeler.
Ever. E-V-A-R, I believe the house. Yeah. Andy, really, really nice guy.
My
he knows
favorite.
sports. He knows music. He's Mr. Saturday Night, a party in a 6'4" frame. He's the best guy you'll ever know. Really good friend. Happy birthday, Andy.
Happy birthday. And you too can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Just head on over to our website.
It's the coolest thing ever.
Ever.
All right. Stay tuned. More coming up after this.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion. Health, home, and lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide and welcome to the Health, Home, and Lifestyle edition of KUAM News Extra. I'm Isa Baza, so glad you could join us. Coming up in tonight's show, we take you to Paradise Fitness in Adania to meet with world-renowned instructor Ray Chargaloff and the new Paradise Performance class. But first, here's this week's Health Check Report with Joan Uggan-Charfris.
Health Check is presented by Island Cancer Center.
With the conclusion of the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts, the Department of Public Health and Social Services want to ensure that everyone continues to take the following actions to protect yourself and others from diseases such as the flu. The flu is a highly contagious viral disease, usually affecting the nose, throat, and lungs. It may cause symptoms that are more severe than the common cold and can result in complications that may lead to death, even in otherwise healthy individuals. It is primarily spread by person-to-person contact via coughing or sneezing. Flu symptoms include cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, fever, chills, and body aches. Some people may have vomiting or diarrhea. DPHSS says the best way to prevent the spread of influenza is by getting a flu shot each year. Talk to your pharmacist, doctor, or other healthcare provider to see if a flu shot is right for you. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends that everyone 6 months of age and older get vaccinated against the flu every year, unless they have a severe allergic reaction to a flu vaccine in the past. Take note of the following flu prevention tips. Get vaccinated. Vaccination is especially important for protecting those at high risk for serious flu complications, including young children, pregnant women, adults 65 years and older, and anyone with chronic health conditions like asthma, diabetes, and heart disease. Stop the spread. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Stay home when you are sick, and cover your mouth and nose with a tissue when coughing or sneezing. Wash your hands often, and avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth. And take medicine. Use medication as recommended by your doctor to treat the flu. For more information, you can call your primary health care provider or the Department of Public Health and Social Services Immunization Program at 735-7143. With this week's Health Check Report, I'm Jonah Goncharfis.
Health Check is presented by Island Cancer Center.
Thanks, Joan. Stay tuned. We'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.
Zach wants to invite you for a sleepover. Tom, don't you want to sleep over at Zach's? I'm playing. Come, it's getting late. You also need to eat before we go.
Think Zach's brother will be there?
Are you done with your game? Come on, Tom.
I don't want to go. Zach's brother's gross. I don't want to go.
Huffa, tell me what's going on.
Don't tell her. He told you not to tell anyone.
Did something happen to you over at Zach's house?
I was playing with Zach and his brother on the computer, and I waited my turn. And then Zach's brother touched me.
Touched you? Where?
There. He always does that.
What he did was wrong. I'm so sorry you had to go through that, Layu. It's not your fault. Dad and I will help you. Husen Guaizaha Layu.
At Island Cancer Center, we treat our patients and their families like our family. We have all been touched by cancer, and it is important to feel comfortable and secure under the care of our health professionals. You can count on us for skilled cancer specialists, the most advanced cancer-fighting technology on the island, and a commitment to caring for you or your loved one with compassion, respect, and empathy. Our family, treating your family.
Island Cancer Center, located in Guam Medical Plaza. Visit us at islandcancercenter.com or call 646-3363.
While hundreds of homeless seek shelter every day, when memories fade like old photographs, and families struggle to care for loved ones with special needs, as young children are caught in the storm of abuse and neglect, we are there. For over 30 years, we have helped Guam's victims of life when there was nowhere else to turn. You can help too by giving $1 a month. God bless you.
Guam is truly a majestic place with its sheer natural beauty, wealth of beaches, and culturally rich landscape. Unfortunately, Guam has a real problem with unwanted invasive species. Help us in preventing their introduction and spread. The coconut rhinoceros beetle, the little fire ant, the African snail, Siam weed. These are just a few of the numerous invasives on Guam. Follow proper custom procedures when bringing plants and animals into Guam.
Help protect Guam. Tell your family and friends about invasive species.
To report invasive species, call 475-PEST.
and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide, and welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. I'm here at Paradise Fitness in Agana for the Paradise Performance class with instructor Ray Chargaloff. So Ray, you come very well credentialed. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with health and fitness?
Absolutely. So I started working at a fitness center in Las Vegas, Nevada, 24-hour fitness. I literally started at the front desk and I worked my way up throughout the years. And throughout that time period, it's been about a 14, 15-year career so far. And like I said, I started at the front desk and I worked all the way up until I became the fitness manager at my facility. And, that's when I really decided that I wanted to make this a career choice. And, from that, transition, I ended up getting my bachelor's in kinesiology and physical education. I went ahead and got into my master's as well in sports education and leadership. And, I started to kind of go back and forth in terms of what particular area within the fitness industry I wanted to focus all my time and energy with. So I kind of went back and forth with, anti-aging centers, student recreation and wellness centers. I went along with commercial gyms. I also did private facilities. And, I basically took all that experience and I decided, I felt like I wanted to have my own spin into, I wanted to make my name known and my mark in the fitness industry. So it made a lot of sense at that point where I decided to open up my own facility. So I actually partnered up with another fellow fitness enthusiast that, I respected as well. And to be honest with you, he actually was the one I interned under when I was going through my graduate program. And we had a lot of experience. And just to kind of give you a breakdown of why we made that decision to open up a facility is we actually were training multiple contestants from NBC show's Biggest Loser. Just coincidentally enough, 2 of them out of the 4 we ended up training won the whole show. So it was a pretty good experience. And then meanwhile, while we were filming for NBC, our actual main focus was actually MMA fighters. So we're actually the strength conditioning coaches for Team Tompkins based out of Tap Out in Las Vegas, Nevada. And long story short, we were just primarily focusing on UFC fighters. We had the opportunity with the NBC and we just noticed 2 different demographics. We had elite athletes and we had sedentary, obese individuals. And we're looking at how do we bridge that gap. And that's when we decided, let's throw our own spin. The constant variable within those 2 programs those 2 individuals was our program. So we decided, let's open up a facility, see what opportunities can come with that. And that's kind of how we end up, starting our gym. We end up not working out in terms of our partnership, and I decided to go my own path and he decided to go in his own. So I ended up opening up another facility. So, throughout my entire, career within the fitness industry, I ended up opening up 2 gyms. Right now it's still currently active in Las Vegas. It's called Revolution Fitness Evolved. And, through that experience alone, I learned such a tremendous, information and experiences within that whole, business practice. And, just to give you a little bit of a rundown, I got an amazing opportunity to train some of the best athletes in the world. I trained USA Rugby, New Zealand All Blacks, Manu Samoa rugby team, NFL athletes, Major League Baseball, numerous Division I college athletes. And then not to mention, my bread and butter was the people that I see every day in our gym, and that's when I decided to kind of concentrate a little bit less on the athletes. I love the athletes, but, at the end of the day, that's a specific demographic. And, I decided to transition more into, the general population. If we look at, most of what athletes derive from in the population is about 5 to 10%. So I wanted to focus on the 90%. That's to me how business should be ran. And so I kind of switched molds a little bit, and that's kind of what brought me, back to this position here at Paradise. And to kind of sum everything up to where we're at today, I decided to relocate back to Guam because of my family, and with all that experience that I had, I looked at Paradise as the front leader in terms of fitness, as the fitness leader on Guam. And I decided, it's a perfect sense for, to bring my experiences, my knowledge and my skills into Paradise's platform. And, here we are today. And I'm glad that people were supportive of my programs. And, Paradise Performance is just one of them that I launched. And, I'm happy to have all the support that people coming out for. So thanks.
Well, thanks for coming home and bringing all that expertise, all that experience. So you mentioned Paradise Performance. I just witnessed the class and it looked really intense. A lot of people, everyone was sweating really hard. So can you tell us what exactly is Paradise Performance and how can people get involved?
So Paradise Performance, really the program is based on the exact formats and the programming and the exercises are based on everything that I've involved with, from UFC MMA fighters to the Biggest Loser contestants to, professional athletes. And I took that same program and intensity level and I just basically generalized it into where the average individual, no matter what your fitness background, can come into from day one and you can fit right in. So if I was gonna describe the actual program, it's basically a lot of athletic movements. We're not necessarily focusing on one plane. We're trying to maximize our workout and be efficient with our time. So we're trying to, focus on every single muscle group in a short amount of time and keep that heart rate up as long as we can until, the workout is complete. So it's really hard to describe in terms of what each class represents, but just know that it's a full body workout, 20 to 25 minutes, and all you have to do, no experience required, all you have to do is show up, have a good attitude, and you'll fit right in.
Okay, so you said no experience required. Is there any other eligibility that people need? Should people train to go to this class? Because it looks really hard.
As far as, prerequisites, you know what? I mean, when I really say all you have to do is show up, I mean, I scale everything down and I also scale everything up. So no matter what your fitness level is, like I said, you took the time to come out, walk through those doors, come through that corridor. I'm going to take the time to help you as much as I can. If that's your intention, is to push yourself and become a better person, better athlete, better individual, and it involves fitness, I'm your guy. So in terms of fitness level, absolutely, there's nothing required for you to come into those doors. If you took the courage to come out, I'll take the time to show you what our program is all about.
Okay, so for those who might be interested in participating, I understand that this is a paid class. So can you tell us a little bit about that and how people can participate if they want to?
Yeah, so it's $100 for 12 workouts. Your first 2 workouts are free, and the reason why it is paid, a lot of people are saying, why is it paid? Usually all the classes that I usually attend are free, but there is a purpose behind it. Number one, we're really limited in certain types of whether it be spacing or equipment, and the more all your enrollment fees and everything go back towards you, because we end up purchasing more equipment for the class, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. Is we're trying to develop and grow the program, and just like any other program that's out there, funding is required, and the funding ends up going back to each of the participants and the members. So that's the reason why there's an entrance fee, and like I said, it's if you break it down, it's about $6 to $7 per class, and the first 2 classes are free. We don't want you to be involved into something that you don't know what to expect. So come on in. It's an open door policy. If you have any questions, feel free to come on down. It's on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday mornings, 6:30 a.m. and p.m. on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays, Saturday at 8:30 a.m. So come on down, check us out in a Gagnon location.
All right, thanks so much, Ray. So you heard him, you can check it out here at the Paradise Fitness in Agana. Well, stay tuned, we'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.
Smiling is a natural response to joy, happiness, and excitement. Your smile reveals a lot about who you are. A healthy, beautiful smile can brighten your appearance and be an invitation to conversation and friendship. It is often one of the first things people notice about you. Now, thanks to the advancements in dentistry, you can have the smile you have always wanted, giving you an improved smile that looks and feels great.
My silver fillings that I have, they're getting older in my mouth and I need to replace them. So I've started to do that, and I've replaced them with the white fillings, and I've had really great success with that. It looks good, they feel natural, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the bleaching. I want a white look all around my mouth.
Good Life, all month long on the stations and networks of KUAM. Check the KUAM News app or KUAM.com for all program listings.
Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hafide, and welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. I'm here at Paradise Fitness in Agana with Roki Martinez, a participant of the Paradise Performance class. So Roki, I understand you've been doing this class for a while. What made you decide to get started?
Basically, it came about, I knew Ray from before. He would come and visit Guam. So prior to doing his class, I already knew what he was bringing to the table as far as athletic performance and in general, like personal training type stuff. But yeah, he definitely brings a lot of good stuff to the table, especially for athletes and stuff like that.
Okay, so what sets this class apart from other classes and made you choose it as far as your training?
To me, the big thing here is the intensity, man. I've done a bunch of different classes, different trainings, but we definitely, along with the group, we bring each other up, and our intensity is pretty crazy in the class. But it's good. Everyone's pushing each other, and it's just overall, it's a good environment to be in when you're training for something, or even just training for yourself. It's good to be around the group.
Okay, so you actually are training for something. You do have a fight coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about your upcoming fight?
Yeah, so I have a fight coming up in the next PXC, and I've been training with Ray since my last PXC fight. So he's been able to work with me, and his program is something I benefit from. So I'm just sticking with it now and using it towards my next fight, and definitely starting to feel a lot better in my conditioning.
All right, so how long have you been participating in Paradise Performance?
I've been participating since the class launched. I think it's been about 3 to 4 months now. So yeah.
So what are the changes that you've seen since you started?
In general, I've seen the people who have started with me. I can see their performance level coming up as well. So it's kind of cool to see. And it's not just athletes or fighters like myself. You see everyday people coming in, and their conditioning level and cardio is getting up there. They're looking in better shape. So it's good to see this type of stuff on Guam. You want to promote that healthy lifestyle, and it's definitely something that's working out for the island.
Okay, well, I actually got a sneak peek of this class. I was here throughout the class, and it looks really hard. It looks really intense. And you can see everyone was breaking a sweat. So what is the most challenging thing about this class?
I think just really the most challenging thing is that he's always mixing it up. So you can, in your head, prepare and say, oh, I'm going to prepare for this when he tells me how to do that. But every time you come into the class, it's something different. So you're never really prepared for what he's going to throw at you, which is good because it, elevates your overall just fitness level and everything. Just mixing it up is good.
Okay, well, you stuck for so long, 3 months. That's quite a while, especially commitment 3 or so times a week, 6:30 a.m., 6:30 p.m. on Saturdays. So, what's been the most rewarding part about this class, and what keeps you coming back?
For me personally, the most rewarding thing is looking at my last competition. I benefited from the class a lot. My cardio is feeling better than ever. So, just personally, it's definitely the cardio and conditioning element that's helped me a lot.
Okay, what about the people who you share the class with, the people that come here every morning? What's been the feedback that you've heard from some of them?
Man, feedback it's been a lot of good stuff. You see a lot of people coming in especially on Saturdays. You see a bunch of new faces coming in, which is good. It's the buzz is out there. Ray's class is definitely something that people enjoy. They have fun, but at the same time, they're pushing themselves to past their limits physically, and yeah.
Okay, well, again, so this class is a paid class. It's here at Paradise Fitness. It's $100 for 12 sessions, and some people might think, oh, that's kind of expensive, or they might see the class and say, whoa, that looks a little intense, but what's your recommendation for those who are interested, thinking about it, but they're still on the fence?
As far as the $100 wise, that's really nothing, man. You got gym memberships that can cost you or actually classes like this, if you break it down, it's only a few bucks per session. It's really not much, and and to me, it's well worth over $100 from what you get out of the class. So, don't let that set you back. Man, it's definitely worth it. You'll see it, and just come out and try it for yourself. I believe they're still giving 1 or 2 free classes to try it. So, if you like it, then chip in that $100 and you'll benefit even more from it.
So that's right. There is the free trial, the 2-day free trial. So, and what sets this class apart is the instructor, Ray. So you said that you've known him for a while. He comes with really great credentials. Can you tell people why that they might want to invest in a class with Ray?
Man, Ray's a really good guy to have. Like I said, the way he can push me, the way I've seen him push other people, and he's doing it with average Joes. People who just want to come in and get a good workout. You can see he helps everyone. He knows how to push that person to what they're capable of, and I just think everyone benefits from his programs.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Roki. Stay tuned. We'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Ruby Tuesday now gives you more for lunch. Endless trips to the fresh garden bar, plus add-ons, mini combinations, and even new meal options. It's the new lunchtime menu, available Monday to Friday until 2 p.m., only at Ruby Tuesday.
Now is the time, Guam. The Drive and Discovery event is going on now at Cars Plus and Mighty. Get the award-winning 2016 Hyundai Accent starting at just $11,995. That's right, $11,995. Or indulge in the completely redesigned 2017 Hyundai Elantra starting at $16,995. For fast credit approval, visit us online at CarsPlusGuam.com. With quick and easy financing available, the time to buy is now. Come experience the Drive and Discovery event today at Cars Plus Hyundai, the official vehicle sponsor of FestPack. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Guam has an abundance of locally harvested fruits and vegetables, providing helpful ways to eat and representing our local heritage. Join me, Jonagan Charfris, during KUAM News Weekend Edition for Local Harvest, a special feature showcasing our local farms, recipes, restaurants, and businesses, embracing the movement towards a healthier Guam, support of the Buy Local movement, and a reverence for our cultural heritage.
Home and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Well, that's it for tonight's show. Don't forget, if there's a health, home, or lifestyle topic you'd like to see us cover, email me at isa@kuam.com. We'll see you next week, and stay healthy, Guam.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E,